is we have a distributed loading of P equals to 800x. So this is our intensity in terms of pressure, so a function of x. So as you can see also, ito yung figure, so this is our x. So the pressure varies here. So 800 x Pascal acts over the top surface of the beam shown. Determine the magnitude and location of the equivalent resultant force. Okay. So as you can see, wait lang ha, Okay. So as you can see, meron tayong pressure dito and then pressure also here, yung intensity here. So 7,200 Pascal. And then this is our beam. So ang beam natin, meron siyang width na given. So 0.2 meters. And then ang length niya is 9 meters. So it's actually a uniform loading along a single axis. So the given is pressure. Pressure ang given. So what we need to do first is i-convert natin itong system sa coplanar force system. And to do that, gagawin natin siyang 2D lang, coplanar lang. So triangle lang siya when we look at it. So ito yung x niya. Ito naman yung entire length na 9 meters. So this is, hindi na siya 7,200 kasi ginawa na natin siyang 2D. So yung 7,200 i-multiply natin sa 0.2. Okay. I-multiply natin sa 0.2 and that will be equal to 1,440 Newton per meter. So ito yung isusulat natin dito, 1,440 Newton per meter. And then dito sa at x, so hindi na rin siya 800x but 800x times 0.2 and that is equals to 160x. So 160x, so lahat na sila naging Newton per meter. Newton per meter. Okay, so what's next? Na-convert na natin into a coplanar force system, coplanar distributed loading. So what we will do is, we will calculate na the magnitude of the resultant force. Okay, so we have FR. Ang FR again is the area of the load diagram. So you have 1/2 of 9 times 1,440. So isama natin yung mga units. This is Newton per meter. So you will have 6,480 newtons or that is 6.48 kilonewton. Tama? Okay, next. Alam na natin ang FR, so we solve for the location. So we know that the location is actually nagpa-pass through sa centroid. Okay, so let's say ito yung centroid, hindi naman niya sinabi na at x, hindi pa natin alam. Hindi pa natin alam, so bale, let's say nandito siya, C. Okay, so what is our C? So since this is a triangle, so from the zero intensity, you will have 2/3. 2/3 of L, which is 9. And here naman is 1/3 of L, which is 9. Okay, so 2/3 of 9 is actually, ilan yung 2/3 of 9? 6 meters. And 1/3 of 9 is 3 meters. Okay. So therefore, ang sagot natin, so from like this, na-simplify natin siya into resultant force FR, which is 6.48 kilonewton, acting at 6 meters from the left end of the beam. Okay, so that's for the example 4.22. Ito pala yung figure. Ito na siya. Ito yung final answer. 6.48 kilonewton at 6 meters. So, ito usually yung ginagamit na symbol for the location ng centroid, no, at a certain, coming from or based from a certain point. So, you have X bar. Yeah. Okay, so another problem. The granular material exerts the distributed loading on the beam as shown. Determine the magnitude and location of the equivalent resultant of this load. So ano yung na-observe natin? This time, the load is in trapezoidal na form. So this one, ang intensity dito is 100 pounds per foot, while this one is 50 pounds per foot. Okay. So, i-convert now natin or i-simplify into an equivalent resultant force. So, what do we do? So, since alam naman natin paano kunin yung area ng trapezoid, right? We have 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height, right? But it will be much simpler if we break down into simpler geometric shapes itong trapezoid. Kasi mamaya, malaking tulong to siya sa pag-determine ng location of the resultant force. Okay, so how do we break this down? So one way to break this down is gawin natin siyang isang triangle and then isang rectangle. Okay? So nangyari, itong rectangle natin, yung original na system natin, it's actually equal to, so isang rectangle, yung rectangle na yan, may magnitude siya or intensity na 50 pounds per feet. So, linear, no? Line load. Then, plus isang triangle. So, yung triangle na yan, hindi na siya 100 kasi nabawasan siya ng 50. So, ang natira, 100 minus 50 is 50. So, 50 pounds rin per foot. Okay, so lahat 9 feet, 9 feet. Okay? So to get the resultant force, kunin natin yung F1 dyan, yung resultant ng uniform distributed loading natin, and also the resultant here. Then, i-add natin, yun yung resultant force ng original system. Okay, so FR is equals to 9 feet times 50 pounds per foot. Okay, plus 1/2 of 9 feet times 50 pounds per foot. Okay, so this will become 450 pounds plus 225 pounds, and that is equals to 675 pounds. So this is our resultant force. Okay, so how do we solve for the location? Saan ba banda yung FR natin? Dito ba? Kung dyan siya, ano tong length na to? Distance na yan. Ano yung X bar natin? Ano yung X bar natin? Okay. So, since hindi to siya, breakdown natin itong original system into rectangle and triangle, gagamitan na lang natin ng Varignon's theorem. Varignon's theorem. In this case kasi, mapapadali yung calculation natin because we know the centroid of the rectangle. So, alam natin, nakuha natin yung F1. Alam natin kung saan siya mag-a-act. It's just 4.5 feet. No? From this point, point A. Now, itong triangle naman, na-solve natin yung F2 niya. So, alam din natin kung paano siya or saan siya malolocate. So, it's actually 1/3 of 9. So, this is 3 meters. 3 feet. Tama? This is from here to here, 2/3 of 9. But from here to here, this is 1/3 of 9. So, 3 feet siya. Unlike kung ang ginawa natin, hindi natin i-breakdown. So, ito yung trapezoid. Nakuha mo nga yung kuan. Nakuha mo yung FR. But you will be having a problem in determining ano ba yung centroid ng trapezoidal shape natin. No? Unless you use the calculus-based na formula. But hindi pa tayo doon dumating, no? So, ito na lang. I-breakdown natin into rectangle and triangle, and then gamitan ng Varignon's theorem. Okay. So, using Varignon's theorem, okay, so the moment of the resultant force, at a certain point, so let's say point A, is just equals to the sum of the moments of its components at that point. Okay, so alam natin yung ito yung force, resultant force, times yung X bar talaga, which we do not know. So we are, in this left hands ng equation, we are referring to this one, to this original figure. Yan yung resultant, and then ito yung location niya from the point A. Okay, so equal siya dapat sa F1, yung component niya, yung first na rectangle, F1, times, ipamoment siya sa point A, so let's say X bar 1, okay, plus F2 times X bar 2. So, in this case, ang ano yung sign convention natin dito, naging lahat positive. So, positive dito is clockwise. Okay. Anyway, kung kahit ano yung inassign mo dito na positive na direction, you will arrive with the same answer. Okay, so FR x bar, so positive equals to F1 x bar 1 plus F2 x bar 2. So alam na natin kung ano yung FR. It's actually 675 pounds. Unknown ng x bar. Then equals sa F1. Ano yung F1? F1 is ito. 450 multiply by x bar 1 is 4.5. So, take note, we are momenting doon sa point A. So, 4.5. And then plus, yung F2 is 225. And we are momenting sa, this is feet. We are momenting sa point A, so you have 3 feet. Okay. So, from here, solving for x bar, it's actually 4 feet from point A. So, as seen in the figure, yung x bar natin is from point A to the centroid. So, yan yung sagot. The magnitude of FR is 675 and the location is 4 feet from point A. Now, is there another way to break down this trapezoidal na load diagram? So, yes, you can do either of the two, or kung may maisip pa kayong ibang way, so pwede nyo rin itry. So, itong second way natin, ang ginawa is gi-break down niya into 2 triangles. Okay, so isa, and then pangalawa. So, you can try that one to test your understanding if nakuha pa talaga yung concept. So, if you try this kind of process, make sure you arrive with the same answer. No? So, kayo na lang yung gumawa ng process 2 na to. Okay, so yun lang ba? Okay, so yun lang. So, I will cut this video kasi tapos na natin yung topic for reduction of a simple distributed loading. So, I hope may natutunan kayo dito. And if you have question, you can chat in our GC or comment in the comment section. Also, you have here the assignments, yung dapat isosolve ninyo. If you have seen this in the G Drive, kasi parang na-upload ko na to, i-check nyo lang. So, this will be your mga assignments to be answered in your assignment notebook. So, I'll be posting another video for continuation. And also, last thing, kung matapos nyo itong panoorin, please comment done in the comment section para makita ko kung sino na, ma-track ko kung sino ba yung tapos na manood ng lecture natin. So, thank you very much.